Welcome back to another episode of the Baking Journal. Today we are making this beautifully designed Swedish version of cinnamon bread. It's lots of fun, it's delicious, so stick around and let me show you how. So let's get our dough going. And what we need here is a half a cup of warm milk, 1 teaspoon of instant yeast, a tablespoon of sugar, 1 egg yolk, 3 tablespoons of softened butter. This is just a half a teaspoon of salt. So I'm just going to give this a stir real quick and then put it on the mixer with a dough hook and let that get combined. We're going to just slowly put the flour in. And what we want is we want it to come together into a nice smooth ball of dough. Okay, our dough is looking nice and smooth. So we're just gonna remove it from the bowl and then just gonna shape it into a round ball as best we can. So we're just gonna let this rest for about 5 minutes, and while we're letting it do its thing, we're gonna make our filling. So to make our filling, we need 1/4 cup of unsalted butter that is softened at room temperature. We've got a half a cup of brown sugar. We have a teaspoon of cinnamon and 1/4 of a teaspoon of cardamom, just to give it a little something extra. Here we have it. It's nice and smooth, incorporated, and ready for us to spread when we get our dough ready. Now we need to roll our dough out. We're gonna roll it into a rectangle. We're just gonna spread our filling as evenly as possible. I'm going all the way out to the ends, except for the side that's closest to me. I'm just gonna leave a little bit of exposed dough so there's something for it to catch onto when we roll. Now, we're gonna take the side closest to us and just start as tightly as you can. Just roll it up. And we're gonna pinch the dough together. And then, putting it long ways, we're gonna cut it in half. We want to expose all of that beautiful filling there. And then we're just gonna attach at the top and twist each piece over the other. And try to keep your exposed filling upward, because that way when it bakes, we'll see that lovely stripy look. So we come to the end, we're just gonna pinch that end together, kind of stretch it just a little bit, and bring it together in a circle. And again, pinch that end. Then we're going to just transfer this over to a parchment lined baking tray, and it needs to rest and rise for about an hour before we put it in the oven. Look at how nice and puffy it has gotten. I'm just gonna pop it in the freezer for about 10 minutes before we put it in the oven. I just took this out of the freezer, and now I'm putting just a little bit of egg white on the top. It'll just to give it a little bit of a shine, and then when we add our sliced almonds, it gives it something to stick to. The sliced almonds on top are certainly optional, but I'm just gonna sprinkle a few of these guys on top. And now into a 400-degree preheated oven for 15 minutes, and then you're gonna turn the temperature down to 375 and keep it in there for another 10 minutes. So here it is, a slice of our Swedish style cinnamon bread. I'm gonna give it a try. It smells fabulous. Ooh, nice and soft. There is a creamy texture to this bread, and then you get that taste of cinnamon and that floral kick of the cardamom. It is absolutely out of this world delicious. Great for breakfast or really any time of day. If you've enjoyed watching this video, please remember to subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you again soon on another episode of the Baking Journal.